When I showed up to the reading of my grandmother's will, my aunt scoffed, "This is just a formality, we already split everything. You weren't included for a reason." I almost believed her. Until the lawyer cleared his throat and said, "Actually, the entire estate was left to one person, and it's not any of you." My name was on every page. My uncle stood up slowly, eyes burning, and said, "If he wants war, he'll get it." My name's Julian. I'm 27. And this all started with a voicemail I almost didn't check. It was a Monday afternoon. Gray skies drizzling. One of those days where everything feels like it's moving in slow motion. I was elbowed deep in invoices at the accounting office I work for when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost let it go to voicemail again, but something in me, maybe the weird quiet of the office, told me to check. I stepped out into the hallway and played it back. It was a law firm in the city. They were calling to notify me that the reading of my grandmother Eleanor's will was scheduled for Friday. My presence, they said, was formally requested. Now, let me be clear. I hadn't spoken to most of my extended family in years. After my mom died when I was 16, things got tense. My Aunt Melinda and Uncle Ron made it pretty clear I was only family through my mother and that I shouldn't expect much from them. After the funeral, they didn't even call. No holidays, no birthdays, just silence. The only person who kept in touch was Grandma Eleanor. She called me every few months, sent cards on my birthday, and once even wired me $500 during my third year of college when my laptop died during finals week. She never said much about the rest of the family, just that she loved me and missed my mother. So, when I got the message about the will reading, I assumed it was just a courtesy. I figured Eleanor had left some things to my aunt and uncle. Maybe a few keepsakes for me out of sentimentality. A music box, maybe an old photo album. Still, I took the day off work and drove into the city. Not because I expected anything, but because I knew it would have meant something to her. The law office was one of those places that looked more like a museum than anything legal. Wood pane walls, antique lamps, even a little fountain in the corner. I walked into the waiting room and immediately felt it, a stare. My Aunt Melinda, decked out in pearls and her usual lemon-faced glare, barely gave me a nod. Uncle Ron was flipping through a magazine like he couldn't be bothered to acknowledge I existed. My cousin Lydia, who I hadn't seen since I was a teenager, gave me a smirk that I could only describe as oily. She whispered something to her brother Corey, and they both snickered. I ignored it. When the lawyer, Mr. Prescott, finally called us in, I walked into the mahogany-trimmed conference room, trying to stay quiet, respectful. The moment I sat down, Melinda leaned over and muttered, "This is just a formality, Julian. We already divided everything. You weren't included for a reason." Her voice dripped with the same condescension I remembered from childhood. Grandma just wanted to make it official. I didn't say anything. I almost believed her. I mean, why would I be included? I wasn't part of their world. I didn't own a house, didn't have kids, or a flashy job. I was just the quiet kid who drifted away after his mother died. Then Mr. Prescott cleared his throat. "If I may," he said, adjusting his glasses. "Eleanor Bradford's last will and testament is brief, but quite clear." He opened the folder and began to read. I expected the usual legal lingo, something about cherished memories and splitting heirlooms. Instead, he said, the entirety of the Bradford estate, including assets, properties, financial holdings, and possessions, is to be passed in full to one individual. That individual is Julian Everett. The room went completely still. I didn't even breathe. Melinda blinked like someone had slapped her. "I'm sorry,